What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. Now shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. And in today's Division 2 video, we are going to talk about the Foundry Bulwark gear set. Yes, we are. We're going to talk about this again. We're going to dissect it. That way all of those questions and theories and doubts can be put to rest and you can see that it is in fact broken, or I guess you could say not working as intended. And I think that's what I put as my thumbnail in the first video about this, because we all know how Foundry was working and we all know that this is not what they intended for it to do. In a sense, is broken, right? So I'm going to show you guys the different ways of testing it to see that it is in fact working a little weird, but that's not what the video is about. The video is about the community asking for this to not be changed in PVE. So that's where the discussion lies. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Should I change the title of my video? Would it do anything? Honestly, let's be real. All right, so we are going to talk about the Foundry Bulwark gear set. Reason being is it's actually this talent right here, the makeshift repairs. So makeshift repairs, whenever you take damage or your shield take damage, you heal for 20% of that amount, right? So if you're in legendary and you have 10 enemies shooting you at once and you're taking in a few million damage, it's going to repair you for 20% of that. But it says over 15 seconds, right? Now, if you wear the chest piece, it actually goes up to 30%. So then you're getting a third of that damage back, right? Okay. But then if you wear the backpack, it takes it from 15 seconds to 10 seconds. So then you're getting 30% of that healed back to you within 10 seconds. Okay. So that's where this kind of hits this weird point, right? Because that means whatever damage my shield takes or I take, it will heal me for that amount, right? So say I'm running, I don't know, a stupid, 6-piece Foundry. I'm sure I'll get a build, someone will do some sort of video about this. Oh, he's running 6-piece Foundry. No, it's an example. So if you look at the shield, right? The shield is just about 15 million health, right? So what's broken on this is that if I can whip out this shield while I am at low armor and they shoot the shield, the damage that shield is taking, I get repaired for 30% of that over 10 seconds. So what I was doing, and this is also an instance bug, but we'll get to that here in a second. So what I was doing is I was letting the enemy shoot me, and then I'd whip out the shield, have them shoot the shield, and then whatever damage I take or the shield takes, I get healed for it, right? So essentially, then I can put the shield away, and I'm still getting healed for that amount, even though the shield's not out. Because it says on there, whenever you or your shield take damage, you'll have that amount repaired to both, right? So if I have a 15 million health shield and they're slowly trickling that down, I don't know, and then it heals itself, right? And then I get shot, it's going to heal me and the shield at the same time. And that's the part that is broken. It is healing at such an insane rate that I can go into legendary by myself with glass cannon on, and I can just sit there and get shot, and it's going to heal. I'm going to outperform it, right? Because remember the word invincible. I was getting a few hits on that. The word invincible, you're too powerful to be defeated or to be overcome, right? So unless I'm sitting there saying, hey, shoot me, hey, kill me, I'm not going to die. I'm not going to be defeated. I'm too powerful. That's where the word invincible comes from. And that's what this does. If you put this with the right combination, and I showed this in Kong Style's stream the other day when he showed me all this, because he said with the Catharsis, it's unstoppable. And he's right. And that's why I had the Catharsis on, because the Catharsis has Vicious Cycle, and there is no cooldown. There's 0 cooldown with Catharsis. 0. So if I take enough damage, the mask will proc, and that cloud will be on the floor for 10 seconds, and it's repairing 5% of my total armor. 5%, right? Well, if I take enough damage to get this talent to proc again, it stacks on top of each other. You know why? Because there's no cooldown. So, for example, if I'm in District Union Arena and I'm getting shot so damn quick that this vicious cycle just keeps proccing over and over and over, and I'm wearing Foundry Bulwark with a 15 million health shield, all of a sudden my shield is getting repaired at 30% for whatever damage I'm taking. My armor is getting healed for that 30% from the Foundry, but now I'm also getting the Catharsis to proc over and over and over, right? Because like I said in that stream the other day, if I could get this to work, you would be unstoppable, meaning the word invincible. Because now you're getting the broken makeshift repairs healing on top of the Catharsis stacking. So that's why those two are together, right? And then I thought to myself, well, how could I make this even more like tanky? And then someone was like, well, do armor regen. So then what did I do? I threw on there a Emperor's Guard. I don't even have that on my character now. So what I'm going to show you in this video is that how the makeshift is broken, right? So for the first clip I'm going to show you, I actually put on this chest piece right here. No armor regen, no nothing, just glass cannon. And then I'm going to have the Foundry on, and then I forget what I do for the other piece. Let's look at the clip. Enough talking about it. Let's show it. And then we're going to talk about the PVE community. Okay. So this is going to be start to finish, and this is all on my Xbox. I mean, you guys can pull up my Xbox clips. So I put on glass cannon, right? So there you go. There's glass cannon. Now this means I'm going to get amplified incoming damage, right? So in Legendary, if you were to wear glass cannon, you're going to die like within 2 shots, right? So here we go. So there's District Union Arena Legendary, right? Okay. And now I'm just running a 4-piece Foundry with glass cannon. So you can see the shield is still going down, but it's healing itself. Yeah, you can see the shield's healing itself pretty damn good. And this is with glass cannon, right? So you can see, unless they're shooting me dead on, I'm not like really getting hurt. And this is in Legendary. This is Legendary. You see how far I'm getting in Legendary without shooting anything? I'm not dying with glass cannon on my chest piece. And this is without the Catharsis. So I'm not even getting the Catharsis heals. This is just Foundry Bulwark with glass cannon. And you're telling me this isn't acting a little unusual? This is working as intended? This isn't broken? Like, look, I had to sit there. Come on. Like, look at the numbers here. 2.7 million, 1.5 million, 800,000, 800,000, 600,000. I mean, what is this? That's 22, 49, 59. That's 60. That's over 6.4 million damage done to me. And I had to stand there and let them shoot me for me to go down. Come on. That's over 6 million right there. Those are the numbers. And that's with glass cannon on Legendary. This isn't broken. This is working as intended, right? All right, let's go to the next clip, right? So then I decided, okay, let me run the glass cannon with the Catharsis and see if I can, survive in this sense. Because then I know the Catharsis stacks. I know I'm not getting the 30% Foundry heals, but I'm getting 20%. And let's try it out that way. So I did that as well. And let's see, right here. And I'm just running out there, just showing you the damage numbers and dying, right? That's all I'm doing. That was the last run I did. Fast forward. There we go. All right. So here's this one. And then I'm like, okay, well, let's do it with the Fox's Prayer and Glass Cannon. And then I use it with Glass Cannon and the Catharsis. So here's me just testing it with Fox's Prayer and Glass Cannon. And you can still see the heals are going crazy up. Yep. I'm already at max armor again. Max armor again. I mean, this is ridiculous. And this is with Glass Cannon and the Fox's Prayer knee pads. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. This is legendary. I'm not even doing anything. I mean, I just got a kill there, but I mean, everything else. I mean, come on, guys. This is Glass Cannon with Foundry. Like, it is clearly healing for some ungodly amount. Like, look at this one. 2.7 million, 2 million, 1.5 million, 600K, almost 700K. I mean, the numbers aren't lying here. And this is with Glass Cannon. That's the part that is scary. That's with Glass Cannon. Okay? Now, to show a little bit more, and then at the very last one, I just do Foundry Bulwark with no Catharsis, just to show you that it's the actual Foundry set that's broken. It's not the Catharsis and Foundry, even though it makes it even more OP. It's not armor regen. It's not because it's a good tank build. It's nothing like that. It's because the Foundry talent is healing for ungodly amounts. I mean, look at this. And then as soon as I sit there in the Catharsis heal, I'm good. See that? Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and let them kill me, and then we're going to get out of here. Because I want to show you the Foundry. So this is with Glass Cannon and the Catharsis. That was with Glass Cannon and the Catharsis. And you could see where my survivability went up even further because the Catharsis was proccing on itself over and over, right? So for the very last one, what I'm going to do is I just throw on full Foundry. I just want to show everyone what it's like with Foundry with no Catharsis, because a lot of people were getting confused about that as well. I wanted to show people what it was like without the Catharsis. So this is a Foundry Bulwark with contractors, foxes, but everything's armor, right? Nothing crazy. There's no Catharsis, none of that. You see, I got injured. I throw out the shield, and now I'm getting healed for some stupid amounts, right? And this is stupid. I mean, look at this. Everyone's shooting me. And this is with the Foundry chest piece. So that's showing you that once you have the Foundry chest piece on, that's how you're getting these stupid heals. Because the 30% is, like, it's immediate. I almost want to say it's, like, automatic. Like, just look at my armor. It goes down and then, whoop, right back up every time. And this is ridiculous. Now, this is kind of where I wanted to stop the video and talk about it, okay? So I'll walk around here and we'll talk about this. So the PVE community wants this kept in the game. They love the heals. A lot of people are saying that this resembles what Foundry was like when it first came out, and that they love it. I am on the fence. I think that it's amazing. I think that it actually works like a tank build should when you put it together right. That being said, it is, I don't know. For PvE only, okay, I mean, I guess I could jump on that train and be like, yeah, PvE only, don't change it, whatever. But this clearly is not working like it was. Maybe they reverted that initial nerf that they did way back in the day when Foundry first came out. But we can all agree that these heals are way higher than they used to be. Nothing was in the patch notes. Nothing's been said or changed. And that's why it's, you know, being coined as not working properly or being broken. Because all of a sudden, you know, you'd wear your Foundry one day and it's just, you know, it's okay. and then the next day you're, God mode. And another thing about that, when these content creators put God mode in their builds, do you really think it makes you a god when you use the build? Right? When they say invincible, do you think that means you can't ever die? Is that where we're getting to now? The community is so woke that you can't even have a title with a word in it that they disagree with. Really, it seems a bit. Come on, guys, come on. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel when that's the argument at hand. Because this is broken. It is not working as intended. Now, as far as the PVE community wanting it, left in the game, of course, why not? It doesn't harm anybody like that. And guess what? If I were to have a full tank build on my team doing legendaries, while the other people are like, snipers, status effects people, skill builds, what have you, I mean, that would be a perfect combination for PVE. I agree. I completely agree. Now, do I think this should stay in the game for PvP? Hell no. Not at all. We've already seen numerous reports of people just going as high as they can in the armor and trying to be invincible in the dark zone. But we already knew that was going to happen because it was already happening when Kong Style was, streaming, showing people doing it already. So as far as PvP, yeah, obviously take it out of here for PvP. But sadly, I don't think the developers are going to keep it in the game at all. I think that this is just simply like an error with their coding. Somehow it got reverted. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with their game behind the scenes. I wish I did, to be honest, because I would probably understand a little bit more. But this is a really weird, I don't know, bug. Like, am I going to get in trouble for saying it's some sort of bug? Like, the gear set, it's not working as intended. So, to keep it in PvE, yeah, they could. But do you honestly think they're going to keep it at all? Probably not. I would love for it to be in PvP and PvE. I think that it would be an amazing addition, especially for things like Iron Horse, where you need a tank build, or you could have a tank build for, I mean, I guess Dark Hours if you wanted, but it's really just a DPS check. But you could definitely use a tank build for the legendary strongholds, and you could also use a tank build for the legendary summit easily. I mean, how cool would it be for you to be able to like face tank the hunters at like floor 100 while your teammates are shooting the hunters? You know what I mean? They're like, trying to axe your shield, they're trying to shoot you, what have you, and then you're just tanking them because Foundry is this new way. I mean, yeah, that sounds really cool. In PvP, no, not at all. Whatever happened needs to be reverted for PvP, because that will be problematic, because then everyone's just going to be running tank builds. And that's mainly because of how long the time to kill would be compared to what it is now. And that's the problem, is that we don't have tank builds in the game for PvP as it is right now. It just really doesn't exist. We used to have like tanky shield builds for PvP, but then they kind of did that crap with the shields, so you can't really do that anymore. You could do armor regen builds and be tanky that way, but you're really going to have to be like on your toes and do a lot of good movement, because sometimes that armor regen just doesn't kick in like it should. I mean, there's things like that. So there's really no presence when it comes to tank builds. So if you were to introduce this into the game like it is right now in the Dark Zone, all of a sudden you have a completely new time to kill in the game. Where before it used to be like, a 1 second time to kill. You know what I mean? Especially if the other person's running an all damage like glass cannon build. They're going to die instantly. But now you're introducing this new type of tank, and you're taking the time to kill from 1 to 3 seconds to probably, I don't know, 20 seconds. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a big jump, and that's where the PvP community is like, yo, get this out of the game, like fix this crap right now. This sucks. And rightfully so. It's completely putting the PvP mechanics out of whack because now you're throwing in there a super tank build. Now, is it completely, unstoppable and unkillable? No. As long as you have enough people focus firing the person and they're taking more damage than they can heal, they're going to die. I mean, that's just the way the build works. However, the heals from that Foundry are definitely different in this update than they were previously. Now, this is still in the game. I mean, you saw I just made those clips for this video. 30 minutes ago. So for everyone saying, oh, this was patched, this was fixed, it's not. It's not. It's still in the game right now. If they fix this anytime soon, they're going to tell us. They're going to make a public announcement. They're going to say it. To be honest, they haven't even said this is on their radar or they're investigating it. They know about it. I know they know about it. I told them. I told Yannick like days ago. I told him about the door thing. I told him about the Foundry thing. And I told him about how people are still doing the other invisibility glitch still. I mean, they know. They are well aware. So for all of you saying, oh, well, you should know, they already know. I already told them. At that point, what do you want me to do? We have the community that's like, what's going on with this and this? And then we have the devs over there, trying to fix it or do whatever behind the scenes. The problem is until they find the fix or fix it, they're not going to speak out publicly. Because what do you want them to say? Yeah, it's broken? Like that's what you want them to say? You want them to publicly ridicule themselves? Like they're not going to do that. They're going to tell you, yeah, we see the problem and we have the fix. That's what they're going to tell you. Or they're going to say, yeah, we're investigating that problem. We'll have a solution soon, is what they're going to say. But until then, they're going to be quiet about this because this sucks. And they know it sucks. And the worst part is how did this happen? It seems like there's different parts of the game code that once something is changed, it makes a trickle effect to like a random part of the game and then changes something, right? Where it never happened before, but now it is. And that's where this is, because Foundry was changed like years ago, people, like years ago. Well over, 2 years ago, Foundry was changed. So for them to revert it back to where it was initially, that doesn't make any sense, right? It sounds like it's just not working as intended, and they're going to have to figure out what the problem is and then, address it. But the debate is, do they fix it for PvP only, or do they fix it for the entire game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I am Kamikazevondoom. Take care, everyone. Have a good day. And until next time, I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy. A lot of people are getting sick. I know the weather's changing and everything. So, stay warm. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Peace.